Brent Lundgren, Valley Heating, 250-470-9194.
Thanks.
Alan Goodell, Inland Comfort, 250-491-8159.
And you're doing like controls, right?
Yeah,
Is that
the
correct?
heating and air conditioning in the boiler.
Great, great. Super, so you want to tell us what we're going to be looking at and then we'll head that way?
Yeah, we'll probably start in the parquet, go over the carbon monoxide system, check out the boiler room and its controls, and then proceed up to the floor.
Sounds great.
Carbon monoxide system, there's 3 sensors located throughout the parquet. They both sense carbon monoxide and nitrous oxide. So if you have a diesel vehicle idling, it'll also set it off, but mainly it's for the carbon monoxide. So when it goes into alarm, it'll enable this large exhaust fan here, the 2 transfer fans, and then the barometric temp will open to provide fresh air into this. So it's set for a 5-minute minimum runtime, so as soon as it's triggered, it'll run for 5 minutes no matter what.
Okay.
And then if it's cleared the carbon monoxide by then, it'll shut down. And if it hasn't, then it'll continue until it has.
So it has to actually go into alarm before that'll happen? It's not set at the warning stage?
No.
Okay.
It goes into warning and then it'll go into the audible alarm and enable.
No, is this your alarm right on the side here?
That is that's the audible.
So when somebody's down here and it goes,
The fan should be operating to vent out all the carbon monoxide.
Does it actually ring a bell or a buzzer?
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, let's try it. There's a test feature on it. So.
Now that's only like. So I'm feeling a little confused on this one. It automatically senses and turns on and off as needed, but is the alarm a different feature on it?
No, usually we have the audible alarm. So if people are down here and they hear it going, but the fans aren't circulating, then there's the fan could be tripped.
There's another issue.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just wondering if this thing is making an audible alarm, how many of our tenants are going to be calling our emergency
that's
line?
why I asked the question. Like if there's an audible alarm down here, people are going to come down here. Oh, there's an alarm going off. There's an alarm going off. But that's what we do.
Because we don't.
No, we don't want it.
Anyways, let's get it.
Because all this is
But
doing is
we can
just getting rid of the carbon
It's
monoxide.
just a series of dip switches that you can disable that feature.
Okay.
But it would show that it's an alarm, but it could build up levels if the fans aren't circulating.
And then nobody notices. Okay.
Can we hear the alarms?
Yeah, it'll go off when I post the test. So you see those barometric dampers? Yeah. Those 2 circulation fans operate.
Is that going to stay on until the carbon monoxide levels have reduced?
But 5 minutes minimum.
Yeah.
So every time that
uses that, you second, say wait for 5 minutes and it goes off.
Yeah.
Okay, but if it doesn't go off, then we're dealing.
No. No, if it goes off and the fans aren't running, then we have
Then
an
we
issue.
get it. Yeah. Then we have to look at it. But usually the fans
No, but if the fans are running and it's still alarm,
squealing.
people will fold because they heard alarm.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, but we're not rushing out here until 5 minutes.
How sensitive is it? Like what would trigger it, you think?
Usually they're set for 25 parts per million for the warning, and then once they get up to 50, that's when they go into alarm.
So someone would have to be down here like skidding on the blacktop
Or idling their vehicle like
Right by a sensor.
right by a sensor for quite a while. Usually if you get quite a bit of traffic in and out, these will go off consistently, but if you have light traffic, it's pretty rare they'll run because the movement of the vehicles also disperses it.
So you have different parts per million settings for warning and for alarm?
Yeah.
Now, is there a way that it can be set so that the fan turns on and off when it hits a warning at that parts per million rate, but if it's above that, it goes off?
Yeah, we can change that.
Because what happens that way, it will ventilate the place, it will never hit the alarm area, but if it hits the alarm area, now we have that audible that we know it's dangerous down here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's what I would like to see.
Yes. Fans kick on the warning stage, not the alarm stage.
Yeah.
We want the fans on. when
They'll be
it's-
running more probably then, but you could set that threshold for the warning a little bit higher, right?
Yeah.
That would be preferable.
Okay.
Wherever the danger zone is where the alarm would actually go off, but when we hit, a midpoint of that, then the warning comes on and the fans come on without an audible. That would be really good. That would solve all of our issues right now.
Yeah. Because
Well,
as soon as that bell goes
solve
off,
your
we're gonna
issues,
get
won't solve
called.
mine. I have other issues.
When we get here, we can shut off, right? 5 minutes.
Just give it a second.
Is there,
As soon as they
Is it tested annually, or anything just to know what?
Depending on the manufacturer, Honeywell wants theirs tested every 6 months. But Armstrong's usually good for every 18 year to 18 months.
Oh, okay.
now is that something that we test here, or is it something that we need to contact Inland to come and test?
Well, you could probably contact, you don't have to specifically contact us. There's a number of companies that do test and recalibrate it. But we have the calibrated kit for these in a number of them.
Would a company like Pacific Western do that? Because we have them doing other things here with us, sort of fire protection.
I'm not sure, but you could check with
Check
them.
with them. So there you go, Aaron. There's
So what would we have to do to get that change in there from the warning to the alarm difference?
Not much. Basically, it's changing the wiring to where it's enabled inside the unit and then changing the dip switch settings.
Is that you, or is it the electrician when you're talking
No,
about
that's
wire?
us.
So do you have a card you want to pass to Warren? Because that's kind of a above and beyond something that they could get adjusted type of thing.
So is that one?
Right here.
Yes.